Everyone. Welcome to the latest episode of This Creative Life with Aurora B. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the concept of batching and how you could use batching to really speed up your productivity with your artistic projects. In terms of updates in my life, I just want to share that things have been going great. I had an opportunity last week to be in a pop-up show downtown here in San Diego, run by Thumbprint Gallery. So that was a really great opportunity. I got to talk to a bunch of people about some of my work and also meet some other artists. I went to a couple sketching meetups, which I really suggest you do. One was at the zoo. So I got the opportunity to draw some live animals, and boy, were they quick. It was definitely difficult to draw some of the animals that were moving quickly. And I went to another sketching meetup just at a brewery near me, and that was really fun as well. I got to meet an artist who was new to town and another one, and just got to practice doing some botanicals. So today, in terms of the topic for batching, it is not a topic that I came up with by myself. It was, I believe, something I heard on a podcast from Miriam Schulman, who does the Inspiration Place podcast. Really recommend that. I'll try to remember to put that in the show notes. And I think she was talking about it in terms of Instagram posts or something, as you hopefully or might know, you can do a bunch of posts at the same time. So if you want to, do 5 posts a month or something, you can just select one day and do it. But it got me thinking about how I've been using batching in my actual art production, not just marketing, and how it's really helped me. So for example, with sort of these textile pieces, that style that I've been doing behind me, when I started doing the next 5, instead of just saying, okay, I want to do 5 pieces in sort of a 4 or 5 month period of that style, instead of just doing one piece and then finishing and getting to the end, what I did is one day I said, okay, I'm going to collect all my reference photos and come up with ideas for 5 pieces. I did that one day. Then the next day I said, okay, I'm going to do the drawing sketches for all of them, and I cranked out 5 complete sketches. And then another day I said, okay, I'm going to do the background because, I paint newspaper down. So I went and got out that and I pasted the background all in one go for 5. And now I'm working through them and I feel really kind of further ahead. Then I started doing the same idea for my print on demand. At the beginning, I was painting one watercolor and then I was digitizing it and putting it up. But now I've started, like you can see here, sitting down, drawing a bunch of designs and then painting them all at once when I have my paints out, digitizing all of the images in one go. And then from this, I can do more than one pattern. You might notice that I actually misspelled the word buffalo as I was writing it. But luckily, because with digital art, you're going to be rearranging things anyway, I was able to add the A at the end. And then you can tell I really just wanted to show some support for Ukraine. So I did this kind of quickly just to add to it. So I had the buffalo idea planned for a really long time and I did that, but I just decided, hey, I can add this, piece motif and have that all. At the moment, I'm taking a course on Illustrator. So I've been doing my print on demand using Photoshop. So a lot of my kind of print on demand time I've been using to learn Illustrator through Bonnie Christine's immersion course. We're on week 2 of 8. So I have not had as much time to do this, but I have been sketching and doing my other fine art. I'm actually also involved in a project through Shoebox shoebox arts called call and response, where you do a piece and 24 hours later, another artist does the piece in response and sends it back. And then it goes back and forth for 2 weeks. So that has got me doing actually some abstract art. It really surprised me. It wasn't necessarily what I was intending to do, but I know for a 24-hour turnaround, unless I was going to do it as a full-time endeavor, I couldn't really do my usual kind of stitched pieces. And it wasn't something I wanted to do for kind of the print-on-demand watercolor. So I started doing abstract. It really inspired me. And I actually, in the last day, cranked out 3 other abstract pieces that were inspired from the pieces I've been doing for that call and response project. And when I did those 3 abstract pieces, again, I took my own advice. I used batching. I laid the 3 canvases out at once. And because I work in layers, I did background layers at once. I did some gluing down. I did that all at once. I did sort of a second overlay layer all at once. And then when I did my 4th and final layer, I just did it boom, boom, boom. And instead of having one painting in nearly the same amount of time, I would say with maybe an hour's difference, I was able to create 3. And also, in the future, it can bulk up the series because, of course, I was using similar color palettes. So for those of you who are struggling to do series, it can help just to do the pieces all at once, or maybe do 3 to 5 pieces at once and do that process 4 or 5, however many times, depending on how large your work is and how many pieces you want for a series. So I really recommend batching for a number of reasons. It really can improve your workflow, but also, it's less, it's more efficient, including for your materials, right? So if your paints are drying, you can use them up before they dry. So if you ended up using batching or you do use batching, please leave some comments. Let me know how that goes for you. I promised everyone I would leave an update on what happened after I got 50 sales on Redbubble. I saw 0 increase in how many people Redbubble was sending to my site. I have made more sales since that time, but when I look at the analytics, it shows that all of those are from my own direct marketing, my own the links I've sent to family, friends, and people I know. So I'm not getting any increase from Redbubble at 50. We'll see if that changes when I reach 100, and I will let you know. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, and have a great day.